Hello and welcome to Austin, Texas, one of our favorite stops on the tour. And today, Darrell K. Royal Stadium is packed and revved up, ready to make noise for the Texas Longhorns. But this contest is not a regular matchup. A battle of two top tens. The two forces colliding. One team leaves here making a resounding statement, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Dogs will kick this deep to begin the game. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Moves the ball out across the 30, and it's good for a first down.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Nice job on this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. And the quarterback keeps it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And the sack is made there by the freshman.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the return is brought down by the coverage team. Underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, it is complete. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walk out, and you can take advantage of it.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Out of the gun now on third down. Good as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. They could have more. Gotta be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 30, so a good choice to bring it out of the end zone. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. He's looking deep here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Second down after that previous play. Hunter takes the toss, runs to his left. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Could not get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a 4th down decision coming up. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. And the punt will bounce and roll out of bounds. The Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They've got the lead, but had to settle for a field goal last time out. They'd love to find the end zone here. They'll run it here. The game is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down. The Bulldogs will bring their punt team on the field now. He's on to boot it away now. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a 1st down.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. Sometimes just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. Right? It's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
The defense with more pre-snap movement. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense will make the stop. It will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Fakes the snap and takes off on the run. And the defense bows up and stuffs him right at the line. So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. Less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
Ending off on the draw play. Running with purpose.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. Some hard running there through a tackle. Both area heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Boy, great job here by the quarterback to find the running back out of the backfield. That'll earn his team a new set of downs.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. The shovel pass complete.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
In an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be
intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's got some space. Past the 50. At the 30 now. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
Can he reach the end zone? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield, and that's why he got that ball to the end zone.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Trying to extend the play. The pass ball is incomplete. He tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Bringing pressure. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here? Or will the defense come up with a stop? He's got it for a big gain. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. Handoff from the shotgun. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Catch made on the out route. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Long hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. And the wideout goes in motion. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackle made after a solid gain. They spot the ball at the 34. The Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
He dumps it off to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there. This is the 6th play on the drive. That's a design quarterback keeper. An important 9 yards gain there brings up just 3rd and 1. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. 1st and 10 play coming up. Here comes a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense in hurry-up mode. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He makes the grab. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. And you set it down after that completion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And they tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Offense protecting the lead here, but they've been playing so well. Let's see if they go for more before halftime. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. The Dogs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's going to take off. A change of direction. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and it's a fumble. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Breaking free at the 35. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
He's running out of time here. Running out of time in the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He lets it go on the move. He pulls it in for a big gain. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. Now the try here for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. And looking to throw now on first down. And here comes a deep shot. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Wow, what a play. A defensive score.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football.
Trying an onside to start the third with the lead. It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They really have built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the grab. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. He is a load to bring down. Finally, a strong tackle by the cornerback gets him.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. They'll try to run for the first down. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Georgia. And the route is on. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And the returner will be brought down. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Takes the ball and heads to the left. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Longhorns come up to the line in the hurry-up. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It will cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And he's going to launch it deep again. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could breathe a nail in the coffin.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Using his legs on the scramble. He's found his way to the 45. They make the stop, but a big gain puts him in enemy territory. All spotted at the 48.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
First down, looking to throw the football. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense self-destructing. Penalty makes it 1st and 20. From the shotgun, drops back. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball is just about to get to his receiver. Then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
Now, the offensive coordinator told us before the game they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage, but they couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that defensive back, man. He played that perfectly.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. And the back now goes in motion. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And now another deep ball here. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Second down, we're going to throw it. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Longhorns will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Extending the play now. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And he drops back in the gun. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of... Flag brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Snags the quick throw. He shreds the tackle. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the 1st down.
Now, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he could get the yards after the catch, enough for the 1st down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
Crucial play. Down double digits in the 2nd half. They're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll hand it off. Finding some room at the 25. Brought down to the 22. It's a 1st down. Very near the red zone now.
It makes sense going for it here. Kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you go get a touchdown.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Now it's second down here. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down, looking to throw the ball. The pass is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
The Bulldogs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
It's an option look. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Important second down play coming up. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The key on a third down between a quarterback and a wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Near the goal line. The defense stops him just short of the end zone. Spotted at the 1.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football and vertical shots to boot.
When they hit him just as he releases the ball, it's incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Touchdown, Dogs. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. He's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
Here comes the point after attempt. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Looking to make a big play downfield. Dives to make the grab for a huge gain.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And he just throws it away.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Here's a wide-open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset and playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. It looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Get some space around the 30. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Here we go.
Ball handed off. He shreds the tackle. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Coaches told us in pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but He also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
55 weak. Let go.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
You know, the thing that's really stood out today for this offense has been the balance. You know, they've gotten some yardage out of the running back. He's done his job. The offensive line is protected and given the quarterback a chance to be able to throw the football. He's been able to throw the football into the end zone. Now they're just looking to put on the finishing touches to win the game.
2-9 Philly.
The quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. The ball is free in the backfield. Defense recovers the fumble and takeaway.
This offense just blew an opportunity to have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
Of course, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space, and a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
Short completion there. Second down coming up.
Here we go.
And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He makes the grab. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Can he make it to the marker? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Quarterback drops back. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And he throws his third interception of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Handoff heading left. Mighty space at the 20. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And the offense just takes a knee here. So the win streak continues. But this team could have gone either way after that.